U.S. coronavirus deaths may reach 200,000. So that we know, because there's 7 billion people, 200,000 deaths. No, that's not that much. So there's, it's gonna get worse, because this is just the beginning. And these motherfuckers are talking about when it gets 80 degrees, it'll calm down. So let's get this right here. U.S. deaths from coronavirus could reach 200,000 with millions of cases. The government's top infectious disease expert warned on Sunday, as New York, New Orleans, and other major cities said they would soon run out of crucial medical supplies. That's going to cause an uproar. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, estimated in an interview with CNN that the pandemic could cause between 100,000 and 200,000 deaths in the United States. Alright. So now we got the keyword. Putting that little keyword into the what's it called? The fucking verse of words, search engine, I guess. Let's see. Damn. Psalm 78 and 50. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence. Man, that sounds like this disease over here. Psalms 89 and 48. What man is he that liveth, and shall not see death? Shall he deliver his soul from the hand of the grave? Selah. Because I can't deliver myself. We need Yahushua. Damn. Psalm 102 and 20. To hear the groaning of the prisoner, to loose those that are appointed to death. Damn, man. Damn. Whoa. Jeremiah 15 and 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, such as are for death, to death, such as are for the sword, to the sword, and such as are for the famine, to the famine, and such as are for captivity, to captivity. Okay, one more. Psalm 107 and 14. He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and break their bands in sunder. Oh man, so you can only get saved by the truth. But man is running out. Time is running out. Okay. Isaiah 25 and 8. He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from all of the earth, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath spoken it. Booyah. Revelation 14 and 14. And I looked, and upon a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle, and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. That's the time we're in. Death angels are all over the place, handling it. Let's read some more of this. So 100K and 200K deaths in the United States. Shit, boy. and those are small numbers, because there's other factors that you need to take into consideration. Yeah, the coronavirus is going to get you, but it's why is it going to get you? You don't eat right. You don't exercise. You don't go out into the sun and get your vitamin D. You don't get vitamins from the food you eat. You don't take supplements. You're always on your phone. That 5G is going to fuck you up because it lowers your immune system. Your microwaves lower your immune system because you're all surrounded by death. Oh, shit. Except if you're in truth. Damn it. But not everybody's in there. But if you're watching and listening, you still got a chance, because even though we can't go out in Kings County because of the fuck's it called? Man, you know what? I shouldn't forget this, because I work in a area where I was the first one to know. Like, I knew about all this stuff that was going to happen on the 13th of March. What the fuck is it called, man? Well, anyways, you can't go out. And I was working the food distribution because our company helps the community. So that's part of the community, and they have to have food right now. So that, and it started at 8, and it was supposed to go to 12:30. I got there at 7:30, and I was out of there by 9:30. The food was gone, man, and there was people in line that didn't even look like they were needy. Rolling up in nice cars. Everybody had their mask on. Of course, I took precaution. I didn't have a mask on. I wore it just to give the illusion, but then it like always, it was bothering me, and I took it off. I took off my shirt. Not my shirt, my sweater. And I was working, and I was sweating, you know. But Jake's in good spirit. Man, because we're used to being poor and broken on the bottom. And then with the freaking coronavirus checks coming up, a lot of things are going to change. Alright. But Fauci is leading member of the President Donald Trump coronavirus task force, quickly added, I don't want to be held to that. It's such a moving target that you can so easily be wrong and mislead. He's covering his ass. I think it's going to be way more. I think it's going to be like in the millions. Because it's barely getting New York, and I mean barely by, like, their numbers, they're dying. A lot of people are dying, shit, but not like at an alarming rate. Because people die every day. Let's get it right, man. People die every day, and we don't know if the people that are dying are actually dying from the coronavirus disease or other health factors. Because if you have and the thing is, if you have a pre-existing health condition, your ass is grass. So if you're nice and healthy, and all you got is those little problems like wheezing from the chemtrails or or your back hurts because you bust your ass all the time and your muscles, you're gonna be all right. By way of comparison, the flu has killed between 12,000 and 61,000 Americans a year since 2010. See what I'm saying? According to the website of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control Prevention, and the 1918-19 flu pandemic killed, 675,000 in the U.S., according to the CDC. So that number, if all the things that are happening continue to happen, and they're going by the year is barely getting started, man, and this shit's just barely getting around. I mean, it's not like the movie Outbreak where it happened like fucking 3 days. And then I made a video about that movie, 93 Days, when the Ebola outbreak happened in 2014 over there in Nigeria. Shit like this is real, man. These are all unclean spirits. Look at, there's ventilator shortages. I don't even know what the fucking ventilator is. The U.S. coronavirus death toll topped 2,300 on Sunday, after deaths on Saturday more than doubled from the... See, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. More than doubled from the level 2 days prior. The United States has now recorded more than 130,000 cases, the most of any country in the world. Ooh, damn. And New York State has the most in that country. The hardest hit in the U.S. reported nearly 60,000 cases and a total of 965 deaths on Sunday, up 237 in the past 24 hours. Now that's alarming. Not very alarming. Okay, this is next part is this. With one person dying in the state every 6 minutes. Damn it. The number of patients hospitalized is slowing, doubling every 6 days instead of every hour. That's a weird numbers popping up and going around. Of course. Everybody's all scared. Oh yeah, let's go. I hope that I can find it. No. Did it? All right. This is good. Amos 4:10. See, this is why it's good, because we've been being warned about it for thousands of years. We've been preparing for this over our past lives, in different captivities, different areas of the world. This is it. Amos 4:10. I sent plagues on you, like the plagues I sent on Egypt long ago. I killed your men in war and led all your horses away. The stench of death filled the air, but still you would not return to me. Oh shit, boy. Damn. Let me do something. The firstborn son, Hebrew, Bakawar, is an important concept in Judaism. The role of firstborn carries significance in the redemption of the firstborn son, in the allocation of a double portion of the inheritance, and the prophetic application of the firstborn nation of Israel. Okay, let's get this one. This one is good. Fuck, I hate that shit. It's... Look at, see that angel right there? I mean, I don't like it that it's white, but he has that sword and he's touching, and them motherfuckers got plagues on him. Plagues, plagues, plagues. Okay, let's see. Well, there you go. That's all I wanted. This is Exodus 11:1. Now Yahweh had said to Moses, I will bring one more plague on Pharaoh and on Egypt. After that, he will let you go from here. And when he does, he will drive you out completely. So there was like 9 plagues, right? Plus this one. Tell the people that men and women alike are to ask their neighbors for articles of silver and gold. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and Moses himself was highly regarded in Egypt by Pharaoh's officials and by the people. So Moses said, this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai says, about midnight I will go throughout Egypt. And what is that, that atomic clock that gets closer to what? Midnight. I will go throughout Egypt. Every firstborn son in Egypt will die, from the firstborn son of Pharaoh, who sits on the throne, to the firstborn son of the female slave who is at her handmill, and all the firstborn of the cattle as well. There will be loud wailing throughout Egypt, worse than there has ever been or ever will be again. But among the Israelites not a dog will bark at any person or animal. Then you will know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai makes a distinction between Egypt and Israel. Alright, let's go back over here. Alright, so this dude, Patrick Sawyer, he was sick. He had the Ebola virus. He could have been saved, but he wasn't. He just got killed. Damn. Alright, let me go somewhere else. Let's go back to the scriptures. Alright. So, let's go back to one more. Okay. Alright, let's go back one more. Alright. Matthew 13:39. The enemy that's... Oh, okay, let's go up higher. Alright. Matthew 13:35. That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away, and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. Yahushua answered and said unto him, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. So we're in the end of the world. Harvest is the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Matthew 13:40. As therefore the tares are gathered, Edomites and other nations, and burned in the fire, mostly Edomites, because other nations are going to be more slaves than that. So shall it be at the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, prophets out there prophesying and teaching, telling people who they are. You're Israelite, you're Edomite, you're Japhite, you're this, you're Elamite, you're who, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all the things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Now those prophets are going to be turned into angels. Get heavenly bodies. All right. Matthew 13:47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind. Yeah, because everybody wants to make it to the kingdom. Everybody wants to be saved. Everybody wants to be the elect. But nobody wants to do the work. Which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into the vessel, but cast the bad away. You know, and this is the separation period, the sifting period. This is the killing period. This is the threshold. I mean, the threshing floor. Yep. So we're almost there. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom to the next one.